Hey, my name is Albert. This is On to Something, and this video is going to be a little different. I originally planned on releasing a video about the modern interpretation of the word deserve. I'm really excited about that video, and I had recorded it for the second time last night and went to go to edit it and realized that for whatever reason, my microphone kept cutting out. It made it really distracting to actually watch the video. So I'm going to need to record that all over again. Not super jazzed about it, but it is what it is. I was thinking about what I would make a video on. I woke up this morning feeling pretty grumpy, to be honest. At the beginning of the week, I was very motivated, productive. I was getting a lot of stuff done for work and for some of my other ambitions. And over the course of the week, just different things that were kind of annoying, like the video not recording properly, just kind of beat down my overall sense of motivation to where at this point this morning, I just was ready to coast more or less. I just started playing Resident Evil 4. I was just hanging out. And ultimately, I got up and started doing some work stuff. But thinking about that process of finally getting motivated to go do something made me realize that I thought I had 3 states of productivity. In fact, I have 4. So let me switch over to this. At first, I thought I had 3 productivity states. Being motivated is pretty obvious. You know, I'm feeling really productive and I'm in a good mood, X, Y, and Z. There's my normal state where, for the most part, I'm feeling productive and motivated and can kind of work towards my goals. And then there are times where I'm feeling down or depressed. At those points, it's really hard for me to be motivated or to do much of anything. I'm just mainly working on getting past negative self-talk and things that we've talked about in other videos. But there's a 4th state that I'm calling the downbeat. And I feel like this state is going to be the key to my success and will give me a lot of insight to how I operate as a person. Looking at the definition, I've decided to define it as I don't feel so down that I know for sure I don't want to be productive, but I'm not feeling great enough to want to try. It's kind of a dealer's choice moment where I'm just like, I don't really feel like doing much. I could if I want to, but I'm just not feeling super happy about it. I'm not feeling super hopeful or motivated. And in this state, I generally end up not being very productive. And that's a character flaw that I'm trying to work on. When I'm in this state, it's really easy for me to justify being unproductive. One thing that I do a lot is, let's say I do have something annoying happens, like I record a whole video and then realize that I can't use any of it. I feel really annoyed or frustrated by it. And almost as a way of just saying like, all right, well, I'm just gonna go relax and do something else then and just kind of not bother being productive and kind of call it a day. What I've realized about myself is that it's effectively a coping mechanism. It's an escape mechanism. I'm frustrated or annoyed by something or I'm not feeling down. So I will just go play a video game or do something unproductive as a means to make myself feel better or just to try to get away from the negative feeling. And even as I say that out loud, hopefully you can see how that might not necessarily be the greatest thing ever to do. I've learned that when I'm in this state, and this is all just this morning, so I'm still on to something here. I haven't quite figured it out. But I've realized that this rarely actually recharges me. When I play video games, I try to challenge myself. Like I play a lot of Smash Brothers. I'm playing Resident Evil 4 on the hardcore mode. And using games like that as an escape mechanism is not exactly the smartest idea. I'm always trying to like improve at something, get better, learn a new character depending on the game. And it's just not smart to say, oh, I'm super aggravated about work or whatever, so let me go do this other really challenging thing. And I'm already in a mindset to where I'm kind of frustrated anyway, so let me just potentially add some more frustration onto that. That doesn't sound like a great recipe. And it's kind of an obvious thing, but it's something that I'm realizing now. I've also realized that when I'm in this state and I do opt for a coping mechanism or escape, it's passively tying enjoyable activities to feeling down. If I'm already feeling down or frustrated or whatever, and that is the main instance when I go to play video games, it's just going to degrade my overall enjoyment of the activity because I'm still just feeling super bent out of shape or whatever. Like, I'm not in a great place to enjoy watching a TV show or playing a video game or doing anything that I would otherwise consider to be a leisurely activity. Using this coping and escape mechanism, I'm realizing is a key component to being in a rut and to find myself in a vicious cycle. If for whatever reason life has me feeling unmotivated and I try to cope or escape whatever those reasons are, if I'm not doing anything that will genuinely recharge me to be able to face those things, I'm going to have to face them again anyway. So I went into an escape mechanism with low energy. I don't recharge. I spend even more energy, and then I kind of drag myself into dealing with those challenges again anyway. Not a great recipe for productivity or success. So I thought about what I would try to do to get around this. And this is my plan of action so far. One is going to be to identify when I am in this state. And I think that's going to be really important because in life, I generally just decide when I'm feeling this way that I'm in that feeling down or depressed state. And I'm much more forgiving of myself. I'm much less productive overall. I'm more just trying to work through whatever that is. And what I'm describing here with the downbeat is separate from that. And I've fused the two together my entire life, but I'm just now realizing that there is a difference there. It's like I am in a better state right now than I am when I'm in a depressed state, but I'm just not feeling super motivated. I'm feeling kind of jaded by whatever's been frustrating me. The second thing I'm going to do is identify why I'm in that state. And that's going to be some of the most important work that I do as far as personal development. Identifying the things that have put me in this downbeat state will allow me to better grasp and understand how I got to where I'm at. Once I do that, I want to be able to consider a plan to remedy that. If something's frustrating me, why is it frustrating me? If something has me down, why does it have me down? And what can I do about it? In the case of my microphone glitching out before I recorded this, and hopefully it works out okay, I spent about 20 minutes or so just recording test stuff, and I reconfigured wires and changed some stuff around, and it seems like it's okay now. So I resolved that. So I don't have to be in the downbeat anymore by something that's frustrated me. I've dealt with that problem, and that's one less thing that could potentially put me back into this state. After that, I want to actively choose some reduced level of productivity. If my goal is to do 25 push-ups each day and I'm in the downbeat, I might settle for just 10 or even 5 or even 1. Just something to move the bar of progress forward a little bit is better than doing nothing at all and then just trying to escape or use some type of coping mechanism. At the end of the day, this is where I think the secret of my productivity will come from, where I'm in this state of being in a downbeat far more than I'm imagining that I am when I really think about it. So if I can just chip away at goals, even piece by piece when I'm in this state, I will be much further ahead than if I just try to escape or do some kind of coping mechanism or something. And I think overall it's going to increase my level of productivity. Once I feel that I'm out of this state, I want to spend time with myself to review the overall progression, feel that sense of like, okay, I'm climbing out of this state of productivity. I'm starting to feel better. And I want to journal about it so I can read back and get a true sense of the overall journey of being motivated to being in this state to getting out of this state. And the idea is that the more I do that and the more I, connect with that overall progression, the better I'll be at managing getting into this state to where I'm in it less often if I'm in it at all. And I think that's going to be really empowering for me. So hopefully this helps. It's really helpful for me. I'm curious and excited to continue to work on this. I'm learning a lot about myself just even today thinking about this stuff. Yeah. So what do you think? All the YouTube stuff, I don't know. I'm just going to kind of round it out here. Let me know your thoughts. What I would really appreciate if you want to show some support, just comment on the channel and say you can do it, Albert, with a smiley face. Just in the I can master this concept of the downbeat. I really hope it helps someone. It would feel really rewarding to know that a video like this has helped someone. So yeah, I really appreciate your time. Thanks for hanging out. My name is Albert. This has been On to Something, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care.